What's good, YouTube? I had to come to you guys because we got some amazing news today. Breaking news: Donald Trump exempts cell phones, semiconductor chips, laptops, those type of things from his 145% reciprocal tariffs against China. This is massive news. As you know, this week, on this channel, we've talked about, companies with exposure to China, like the tech companies, especially, that would cause us to have some catalyst for some downward momentum or some trouble in the supply chains of some of these companies. Well, today those have been put to rest, at least for now. We know how that goes. So I got a list right here on my phone of some of the exact items that would be in these exemptions. And this is coming exactly from product codes from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And after that, I'll give you, some of the companies to look out for, as well as a couple of ETFs to look out for that you could see some upward momentum as far as price in this coming week. Because we'll definitely see the market is already loving this news, and I think you'll see that reflected in some of these prices in the coming week. So let's get it out the way. Some of the items that will be exempt, of course: smartphones, laptops, printer and copier parts, semiconductors, chip manufacturing equipment, parts for semiconductors like diodes, transistors, CPUs and memory chips, networking devices, flash drives, solid state drives, data storage media, diodes, low power transistors, flat panel TV displays, general purpose LEDs, specialized LEDs, solar cells, solar panels, things like that. You got me? Now, who benefits from this? Who benefits from this? Companies, it'll be companies like Amazon, Apple, AMD, Nvidia, Intel, Qualcomm, Microsoft, Google, Dell, Broadcom, TSM, and then you have, of course, your ETFs like SMH, SOXX. So this is big news. This is big news because a lot of these companies in the tech sector were hurting, and it was negative outlook in regards to how this would affect supply chain, how this would affect guidance, going into Q1 earnings. And now, like I say, at least for now, those worries can be put to rest. They've been exempted from the 145% tariffs on China. And I think that's a smart idea. I think that's a smart idea because, we don't want to put our tech companies, the ones that are innovating, some of our biggest companies that are pushing the GDP, that are really, driving the innovation, especially with AI, infrastructure, all of that type of thing. You don't want to hinder, those companies when it comes to growth and their profits and things they have going on. So I think this is amazing news. Long-term traders, if you already, long-term investors, if you already have these things, which you should already have a lot of these companies or some of these ETFs in your portfolio, expect to see your portfolio rise in value in the coming week. Traders, whether it be options or whatever, start working on them setups and them strategies now, because I think we're gonna have a good week. I think we're gonna have a good week, especially in the tech sector. And just me personally, I believe that we're gonna have a deal, being announced between China and the United States in regards to this trade war coming very soon, man. It's unsustainable. We can't go at this rate. At this rate, Donald Trump has been flirting with the idea of being ready to negotiate. He's been flirting with the idea of something, potentially coming soon, and I think we can see that. But as of right now, this is the latest. This is big going into next week. I'm excited. And I just have to bring that to you guys, man. I don't want to hold you too long, but that's what it is, man. I'll see you on the next one.